Hello, I am eReadMe. I like making Pokemon difficulty hacks and then trying to beat them. At the moment, I'm working on a hack of Pokemon's Sword and Shield, and this is my team for Gordie, who is the Rock-type gym leader. He is a Sword exclusive, I believe. Yes, he is a Sword exclusive, which means that you do not battle him in Shield normally. I'm going to be battling both him and his mother, Melanie. So I'm probably going to talk about them both right now. The first, Gordie, really quick. His team isn't overly complicated, I think, although it is pretty decent. First up, he's going to send out Tyrantrum. Okay, Tyrantrum, he has the Rockhead ability. Rockhead ability prevents recoil, so it prevents you from taking recoil damage from moves like Double Edge. I'd give it the Heartstone. I'm actually going to change that. I reckon a Life Orb would be better suited. Now, Life Orb damage is not prevented by Rockhead. It's not like Sheer Force that prevents damage from Life Orb. You're still going to get damage from Life Orb, but that's fine. I think the overall damage increase is probably good. As you can see, by the way, it's a single battle. He can change Pokemon, and he's got a bunch of max elixirs, because a lot of these Pokemon didn't have small amounts of PP, but having max elixirs basically won't give him too much of an advantage there. Attack, by now, all of his IVs are maxed out, and he has max EVs as well. I've given him 252 in attack, and then 125 both in defense and special defense with adamant nature. Basically, my idea behind this was to make it as defensive as I can, because it's not already that defensive, but I figured if it can withstand any attack at all, then it would be better. You know, it would be able to do some heavy damage back to it, because I'm going to be opening against some really strong water types or grass types, which already its dragon typing will help with. But I think that if I can give it a bit of defense, it'll help a little bit more, basically. If that makes any sense. For moves, very, very typical set. Earthquake, Dragon Claw, Dragon Dance, and Head Smash. Earthquake and Dragon Claw obviously don't do recoil, so they're not making use of his ability, but Head Smash is. Head Smash is a very powerful rock-type move. And Dragon Dance just to do a little bit of setting up if the AI thinks it has the opportunity to. Next Pokemon on the list is Shuckle, obviously. So Shuckle, Contrary ability. Contrary is its regular hidden ability. It basically will prevent the player, from being able to wear it down and set up again. It will still be able to set up against it, but I won't be able to wear it down by decreasing its defense or something like that. Not that that would do a whole lot of it anyway. Leftovers keeps it in the battle for longer. I don't like that it's on male. It should be. Oh no, I think it is actually. Oh, that was a thing, right? All of Gordie's Pokemon are male, all of Melanie's Pokemon are female. That's right. IV's obviously 131 across the board, max out defenses, and its moves are Toxic, Infestation, Rest, and Power Split. Very, very basic cliche Shuckle set. Probably will give the player a chance to set up on it, to be honest, if it can. Toxic, Infestation, both doing damage over time. Rest to heal off anything, heal off any toxic damage, heal off any HP loss, and Power Split to basically to cripple whatever Pokemon it's in against. There's some fun, very typical set. Next up, of course, we start to get into the real powerhouses, Tyranitar. So, Tyranitar, very basic Tyranitar. Oh, not basic, I guess. Sandstream for his ability. I've given it an Assault Vest. Full disclosure, I accidentally deleted this Tyranitar like a minute ago. So I had to redo it and all. So this might not be exactly my original vision, but hey, it's what we got now. I reckon max defenses for mine again. It's not going to really outspeed a whole lot, but I want it to live very well, which is again why it has the Assault Vest, and because I ended up giving it a full attacking set, so I figure I may as well give it an Assault Vest to go along with that. Earthquake, Crunch, Stone Edge, and Fire Punch, just to do a lot of damage, and maybe hopefully Fire Punch can take out some attacking ice types or something like that, hopefully, or grass types as well. Something like that. Next one on the list is my Gigantamax, Sandaconda. Now, Gordie doesn't usually use Sandaconda. Normally, Gordie uses a Colossal, but if you've been watching my previous videos, you know that I've given Colossal to Kabu, okay, because then he can do a really awesome double team strat with a Volcanion. So that leaves something else for Gordie to have. Now, usually Ryan has one, but he doesn't Gigantamax it, I don't think. Alright, whatever. Well, in this case, Gordie gets a Sanaconda. Now, Gordie is a rock-type gym leader, so it's a bit weird that he has a ground-type Sanaconda, but whatever, ground and rock-type are almost the same thing anyway. So, Sand Spit as ability, Smooth Rock to help support that. Basically, Sand Spit, if you do not know, it causes a sandstorm to start when you take damage, I believe. Yep. Takes a, causes a sandstorm when hits by an attack. It's the signature ability of Sanaconda. It's a really cool ability. Obviously, Tyranitar also brings up a sandstorm when it enters the battle, so if it's going straight from one to another, it may have a bit of redundancy there, but still, I think it was a good, fun ability to have. Max attack, max HP. If you're going to Gigantamax it, you may as well give it max HP. Also, Gigantamax level 10, so he's going to have absolutely a monstrous amount of HP when he Gigantamaxes. And as for attack, Earthquake, Stone Edge, Skitter Smack, so real powerful moves to use when he has Gigantamaxed. And last but not least is Coil, so when he has gone out of his Gigantamax form, if he's still in the battle and the AI feels like setting up, it can use Coil. That'll boost its attack and it'll boost its accuracy a little bit as well. Next on the list is Groudon. Of course, I cannot do a rock/ground type guy without having the most powerful, most awesome ground type in the entire game, Groudon. Just base Groudon, not fancy Groudon, even though apparently it's in the game. What? Never mind, I'm not gonna do that. I have to check that out for later. Did not expect that to work. Just basic Groudon. I've given it the ability Desolate Land, which obviously regular Groudon doesn't normally have, but this one will, which means that Fire Sunny Day will go up when Groudon enters the battlefield, and it will not allow any water type damage. Okay, it will go away straight away after he leaves the field, however. Okay, which is fine. That's what we want. I've given him the Wide Lens, max HP, max attack again. That's fine. Precipice Blades for very powerful for his main move. Otherwise, Stone Edge, Heat Crash. It's gonna be it's a very heavy mon, so Heat Crash will do a good amount of damage. And Swords Dance. These will hit very consistently with a Wide Lens, and it'll do an awful lot of damage. So just a very, very powerful, hard to take down mon to end the game. But of course, that's only mon number 4. Next up is his last Pokemon, and hopefully, if he comes up against a Pokemon that it'll suit, he'll switch into it earlier. Swampert. Okay, so I ended up on a Swampert. It is part ground, it's water type though, which means that it can come in and have some good synergy with his other Pokemon on here. It can obviously not do very well against grass types, but we do have a couple fire type moves on the team as well to do with the grass type moves. Torrent, because Damp is a terrible ability and we aren't going to be able to access Swift Swim. I've given a Swift Swim as its hidden ability to reflect it as a Mega, but Swift Swim is not going to be very useful in this team, so he's got Torrent. For IVs, max HP, max special defense. I believe I got that from Smogon. And for attacks, Flip Turn, Earthquake, Liquidation, and Protect. Protect and Leftovers work pretty well together. Otherwise, Flip Turn, Ice type move to get rid of some flying types that might resist the ground type moves that we have. Liquidation and Earthquake is really powerful moves. So Gordie is basically just a bit of a powerhouse. He's one of those single trainer battles again, like Bay, I believe is how you pronounce it. Just really all-out attacking power. Got a couple Pokemon who have really good HP that are going to be hard to take down. If you come at him with a bunch of grass and water types, it's not going to be super easy because we've got Groudon that prevents water types being used. Got Tyrantrum leading the way, which is resist both of those types. And we've got a lot of rock type moves on the team to deal with flying types as well. Okay, so that is Gordie. Hi, me of the future here. Finally getting around to editing this. I have since recording this started on my Pokemon Sword playthrough. If you want to check out the first few episodes are available here on my YouTube channel, and I have left time codes throughout to allow you just basically to skip to all the most exciting bits. So if you've enjoyed this, please feel free to check out my stuff. Thanks very much. Bye. Okie dokie. Let me think. What are we gonna do? Alrighty. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to knock you out from here. Actually, maybe better just to Leer. Is that a bad idea? I think that's a dumb move. Maybe I shouldn't have overthought it. I think I'd just go for it. He's gonna kill me now anyway, so it doesn't matter, but